Howdly doodly. Welcome back. Last time things started getting really juicy in that we now know what causes the ice blast seen in other routes. Our Gran isn't exactly our Gran, and Solomon is in fact Sharp Valentine, who has returned to take over the town. We ended with the trio planning to recruit some help in order to infiltrate Perennial Harvest. What's up, kid? I'll talk to you? Fine. Where is everyone? Ugh. Undaunted, he shook his head. Over? No. Endings are merely a state of mind. This doesn't end until I give up. Wow. I admire the conviction. Can he really pull through? Yes, he can. Where is everyone? It's very dead in the town. I'm not actually sure where Iggy and Hish are.
You ever wondered why an agricultural company employs an army of survey takers?
The clipboards? They say they're just trying to make us happy.
Do they want to make us happy? Or just figure out what makes us happy?
I didn't use the right inflections on certain words to make the distinction. Whoopsie.
An important distinction.
Hey, Jeff. Oh, he literally said what I was gonna say. Hey, Jeff.
What can I do for you?
Well, I know how much you hate Perennial Harvest.
Hate's a strong word.
Oh, sorry. I mean,
I didn't say it was the wrong word.
I think I've used like 3 different voices in the last minute. Gotcha. So, we're gonna break into their headquarters, and I thought you might want to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
I don't know how to do that.
You see, I knew you kids were alright.
Great, so you'll help?
The joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance.
But
Give me one good reason why I should risk my hide aiding and abetting you rascals.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
oh shit. Oh no, that's a lot of words. Junk, hide, shit, bite, crooked. Bite? Bite.
I've done enough fighting for one lifetime and more than my share of losing. Time's come to hang up the gloves.
Okay, can I just...
Luca wasn't ready. He shouted out again.
Shit. Yeah, it's all shit. Still ain't helping. Ain't that some shit? Yeah.
You're an asshole. Crooked?
Yeah, they're all crooks. Like cockroaches. Stamp one out, and another comes scurrying along to take its place.
Okay. Hide?
Jeff's brow perked up.
Ooh?
What'd you say?
Go ahead and hide them. Ooh?
Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you want about old Jeff, and they all do. But you'll never hear him say I hid for nothing.
One good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What was it you kids needed?
Some sort of disguise.
I've got just the thing.
And while we're at it, That crate should come in handy.
This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gob should cover it.
Put it on my tab.
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Done. Swing by first thing in the morning.
Sealed the deal with Jeff. Can't talk to you. Nothing. Okay. Wonder where Tish and Iggy are. Oh, there you are.
Hey, Tish.
I can't. I can't remember what voice I gave him.
Hey, Tish. Look who it is.
It was something like that.
Luca, are you here to try and tickle us to death again?
Look, just hear me out.
Iggy raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening.
Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of shit to each other.
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong.
But lately life has been kind of shit. Can I just say shit again? Strange, hard, crooked. Strange. Strange, you know?
Iggy considered the point.
Things have been weird around here.
So I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What do you say we break? We can break. Break our hostilities, at least for now.
We do like breaking things. Even if it's a truce. Even if a truce means less breaking things.
What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff?
Go on.
I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ.
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luca Van Horn. I'm impressed.
And after all this is done, maybe you and Tish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse.
Other routes would beg to differ, actually.
We just like to cause chaos.
With a quick nod, Luca was off.
Did you hear that, Tish?
Iggy gazed up at Tish with a smile.
He invited us to hang at the treehouse.
A single tear ran down Tish's cheek.
Brother! I never expected this day to come. How wonderful. Aww.
Chapter 7. Into the Hive. A good heist requires preparation, and thorough preparation takes time, something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. We are locked and loaded on my end.
Locked and loaded.
And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help. He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention. Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach Perennial Harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence.
True.
Rollo took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Stay calm, Rollo. You can do this.
Got your delivery here.
Delivery? I don't have anything in my notes about delivery. One moment. I'm so sorry. But there's no delivery scheduled for this morning.
Right.
He had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept secret.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be.
Face.
I suppose we can leave this one off the records. Our harvest awaits and such.
With a stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Our harvest awaits. Package here for the founder. Oh? I didn't hear anything about... Yeah, this is a need-to-know kind of thing. I'll just check.
He stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete this form.
Rollo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, you want to explain to the founder why I'm late? Well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What'd you say your name was again?
Rollo panicked.
Our harvest awaits. Sir? That's a restricted error. Excuse me, sir.
Our harvest awaits.
Ready to light this candle, Tish?
Yep.
Stuck on this perennial ham fist. What was that?
The distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. Got a job to do.
The clipboard fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on. Just buzz me in already. Okay. Whee! You. That was close. Our harvest awaits. Hey, I figure. When in doubt, stick with the classics.
Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Rollo. Alright. Everyone knows what to do?
Yep.
Deep engineering is in the north.
I'll go with Beck. In case you need some muscle.
I'll head east to the founder's office. You two be safe.
Time to do some digging.
That's odd. There's not even any cups for the water.
Interesting. Yep. That's a water cooler.
This one has a mat under the door, but... Plan. The whole place just feels fake. But of all things, a fake plant? Yeah, man, real plants are hard to take care of. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, hey, Solomon!
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luca? What are you doing here?
It's a long story. Don't tell him. Okay, I know that in this route we're not aware of... Actually, I thought we were aware. No, we're not aware in this
A
route.
veneer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I'm most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and...
Were they in hazmat suits?
Yes, how did you know? They brought me here and locked me up when they distracted, I ran. When they were distracted, I ran.
Dang. Okay, you should stick with me. We've got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Rollo Becker headed to deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. Gotta get out of here.
We can't just leave yet.
But they'll catch us again.
I've got to do something first.
When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder? Why are you looking for him?
I'm not. I just need to get into the office.
Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said Founder. It was just down this way.
Don't listen to him.
Luca happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. You mean the room you just came out of?
So it is.
It's pretty lucky that I ran into you, or else I might have missed it.
Truly fortunate.
Luca tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, seems to be some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like that.
Luca smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute.
I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a Kit Kat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Howdy. Good afternoon.
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
How did you do that?
It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rollo, I'm in.
As expected, there's a control panel.
Right timing. We're stuck in a locked door marked 24601. Need you to get us through. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here.
I'm not leaving my friends, Solomon.
On the computer
I know you don't know what
screen,
friends
a
are,
green
but...
cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around them without the password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
How did you just guess that?
Oh, it's this absurd password Rollo heard when he was down here before. Funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the Founder uses such a basic password.
Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple.
These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
Your powers of deduction are as impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rollo, I think this should do it. Bingo bango, doors open. Luca, you never fail to impress. What is that slippery lout even doing down there?
We have a friend whose mum is in trouble. We're here to get her out.
I see. Okay, Luca, I think we're close. The next door is marked 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Ah, shit.
Maybe this one opens the lock.
You cheeky bugger.
Crap, we've got company. Luca, must go faster. One sec, I can't think with all this noise.
He quickly skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is, 13806. Go, go, go. First these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were just trying to help.
My ass. Water cooler.
Oh man. No water cups. Rolo. Rolo, are you okay? Rolo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
Oh shit. You can turn off the alarms. They're trapped.
With self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Rolo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Oh shit. Okay, you two rabble rousers are coming with us. Nope. Yeah, get it. Make a break for it.
Damn, the clipboard has really just stood there.
Did that little shit just kick me? Don't just stand there. After them. Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have him in a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Roller, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Enter Nellie's office now. Mom.
Mom! Why did I say it like that? Mom!
Oh, honey, what did you do to your hair? Thought you'd be happy. I used to finally use the Young Chemist Lab Kit. I sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who is your adult friend?
Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew.
No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Sustainable banding on the enamel of the molars, consistent with Tempest lacrimine exposure.
Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink?
You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only for being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. What the hell is going on at this place? I was brought here I was brought here to work on a discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under pecan pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it Tempest Lacrimine. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret to vandalizers? What? To Valentine's fertilizer. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest Lacrimine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in a fraction of time. But it led to complications.
Fail harvest.
Perennial Harvest came in to clean up the mess, succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest Lacrimine is rebellious.
Rebellious?
You can think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature. Though the more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists, yes. I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work my predecessor, Dr. Prescott, harnessing Tempest Lacrimine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Imagine how many people we could have fed. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes.
Oddities?
They contained obvious errors. mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So, I fixed them and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I really am truly sorry. Meh, those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyway. Sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I'd sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Dr. Prescott's dead. Kurt killed him. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. Why we gotta get you out of here? I just... Like, now. Wait. The vial. The vial. I finally solved the chemical equation, allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail it. Luca, we've got Dr. Modwill. Fuck me. Dr. Modwill. Heading your way now. Roger that. Be careful. Alright, everything's on track. What is your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when we get there. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. How'd you know he was a he? Huh? Yeah. Malice 80 proof whiskey. Hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
This will just smother you right now. What's that? I said, I shouldn't bother you right now.
Don't be silly, you're no bother at all. Damn, he threw fucking darts at his son's picture? The hell? That's fucked up. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system. Time card logs. Payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing.
Let's see what you got.
Looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. He must have been in here recently.
You also notice that he's got books on his chair because he's too short right now.
I should kill you where you stand.
Okay. Got this. Nothing? Okay.
Really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
With a subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face.
Oh god.
They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it! Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you?
Oh god.
Rollo.
Before we start tossing blame around, it is possible someone ordered a pizza?
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Definitely not pizza.
What now?
Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from the heisting business.
We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course.
Do not let him. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Everyone else, huddle up.
Oops. Think this little caper has gone on long enough.
Solomon, no.
Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Modwell. A brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child. The powerful and
Fuck. Oh my god. Enigmatic founder.
Harper. The fallen progenitor. What are these words, homie? The fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest. Valentine fertilizer. All connected by a single thread. Yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Yes. Now you've got it. Nimbus Liquamine. You discovered how to reverse the process.
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Modwell, very good. Though, the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
The effects went a little too far for my tastes. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work. Which you did admirably. Admirably, my bad. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present to you the eighth wonder of the...
Before he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Bravo.
Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Careful, you fool. You have no idea what's in your hand.
Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a taste.
Luca jiggled the vial mockingly.
Seize him. Seize him.
Luca, over here. Move another inch and I smash it.
She held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine. Risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word. You hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
A deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there's only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
Smash it on his head.
That's a good girl.
Beck, don't do it. We can't trust that jerk.
I'm sorry. He's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded.
Beck.
Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review.
The blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. First, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. I think all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be a part of something great. But the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory. Why'd I say it like that? Laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I'll return to deal with y'all. Till then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. Well, crap.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Can't believe Beck sold us out like that.
I mean, we didn't really have a choice. We were dead either way. Yeah, exactly.
So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Roller, you just need some time.
Rolo, it's over. We lost. Ah, there's gonna be like a secret hatch somewhere in here.
Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know. It's just... we were so close. I've got a feeling that, eventually, Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals.
What? Well, time seems like less of an issue for him now. There's gotta be like a secret hatch or something.
Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Crow locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note, hidden in a false drawer.
What sort of note?
Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Look up. I think they were meant for you.
Why?
What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with the stolen keycard. It was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest Lacquamine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. And it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where's she been?
Closer than you think, homie.
Where's she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull.
Grandma!
Chapter 8. Comeuppance.
Comeuppance.
Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Pa, 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 pa. Oh yeah, the dream team.
Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here?
We're here to save Nellie.
We're here to save Rollo.
Hey, Miss Lucas Gran. That's awful nice of you. But I'm fine.
Oh no. What did they... Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents.
No!
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Beck, what did you do?
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
I might have tweaked this wonder potion with a little... malice change junk? I guess we'll go junk first?
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Ew. That won't stop it, though.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash.
How did ashes get into the vial?
Pretty easy to mess with a vial when it was behind my back.
Oh, that's sneaky.
Well, it's a bad habit anyways.
Pa always says bad habits are like 50-yard field goals.
Huh?
Hard to kick. Brother. Yeah. My thoughts exactly.
You can all call me Proper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Still gonna work. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh. Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit. Oh my god.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines, a new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying.
Just a little bit.
If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
Nah, let's see what the other ones are. How many roots have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Yeah, so there are 11 branches. Yeah, let's see. Tweaked it with a little bit of change.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change?
Your unlucky penny. Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when no one was looking.
What's that gonna do?
No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Oh god. Oh. Oh my god. Holy crap, he's a baby.
Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters.
Oh my god. He's just an innocent child. Look at him. Look at his little face. He's like, this bitch.
I apologize for the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we... We do what we Valentines always do. It must be done.
I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, young Sharper.
That would be a great help. Thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone. The show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue. Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn. His mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Okay, real quick, I'm gonna go back and see what the third option does. A little... This is a question mark. Malice? Let's do malice.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Alice? The whiskey from his office? Yep. Dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his grow juice could use a little hair of the dog. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and...
Oh! Now that's what I call 80 proof whiskey. Oh my god, Jesus, that's fucked up.
Damn, dude.
Oh.
The crowd gazed in stunned silence at the now empty stage. The quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance. He was never seen around Beacon Pines, or anywhere else for that matter, again. Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him.
We just laughed at... I mean... To the crowd, it just looks like we killed a child.
The end. That was unexpected. Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say? I'm only writing the damn thing.
Talkie talkie. Rollo, you up yet?
Roger that.
Beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. Doo-doo-doo.
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
So she just used the wardrobe to, like, put her husband's things away. Hide them away, I guess. Mom. Mom.
Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me. I'll meet you there. Got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. Now, I enjoy it.
So there's no way to, like, fix it? We can't fix her? That's sad. Which means we're gonna have, like, a shorter time with her.
Man.
Unless it's just physical change and not necessarily, like, their body, you know what I mean? Oh, we got rid of the, gravestone. Hi, Roxy.
I heard you and Rolo have big plans for that little treehouse.
Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rolo and 1 Luca rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we got some help with that. How's the internship at Nelly and Ilona's shop going?
It's been great.
I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture upstate. Also, Nelly said she'd write a letter recommendation, which would be huge.
I just can't help but worry about leaving Rolo. Grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother.
Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt.
I don't just mean grown, literally. This morning he was up finishing his chores before I even had breakfast.
Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations.
Don't tell him this, because it'll go to his head. I'm really proud of that little punk.
Sure he feels the same way. But he's just too dang proud to tell you.
I know.
We're planting trees. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going?
Couldn't be better. So grateful to Ilona and Nelly for letting me help. Just wasn't built to be mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning the sidewalks. What's next?
When Perennial harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Aww. Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us.
Well, looks like you really found your calling.
Never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now this right here. This is something I can be proud of.
Aww. I'm gonna go see what's going on.
How's the napping this morning? Most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view's getting greener every day.
You decided on a name.
Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official.
Slow and dirty. Slow and dirty. Okay, I like it. It's actually Nelly's idea. Okay, I see you, Nelly.
There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, go slow and fix things.
Amen to that. Interesting. Then better not dilly-dally, gotta get to the treehouse. Okay. Fine, I want to go check on everyone else.
Hey, you. Luca, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning.
Seriously?
Yeah, an honest to God goodness.
Honest to goodness.
Flip flopping, swamming, fish.
I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here.
Been at least 7 years since I caught one. I'd say it's a good omen.
How old are you?
What'd you do with the fish?
Oh, I released it back in the pond.
I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow.
Oh,
A little higher,
yup,
little lower,
yup.
little higher.
Yep. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of the antenna design.
Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic till we get back. Who, me?
Why'd I say it like that?
Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone.
Yup.
It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine.
Really want missing control to turn into something bigger and better? You have to loosen our grip a little bit.
You're right. Lead the way. But I want to go to the treehouse.
Okay, I don't think there is anything. It's fine. Let's go. Ah, there's the baby.
Young Mr. Van Horn.
How's little Solomon, Sharper doing? Look at his fucking stank eye.
The young shopper seems to enjoy nature more than I. Though we do a lot of strolling these days.
Has he, you know...
Attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination?
Yeah.
Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Meowdo, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay.
Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around.
That's the objective, yes.
How good would that be if you could just take a terrible fucking person, like the president of America, just saying, and you could just make them a baby again, and they could be like, you know what, you're going back to the start. Start again.
That's the objective, yes. Really, all I can do is try and hope. Two activities I am endeavoring to find less distasteful.
Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help out wherever we can. Can't wait to teach him to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable.
Aww. What's today's news that needs knowing?
I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition at the Iceman Commeth at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Yeah, that's what you get. Dawn, my little bat friend. I'm glad you swung by.
More follow-up questions for your story?
Nope, I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to a reporter in the capital city. And they offered me an internship.
Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter.
I don't know about all that. Story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people, moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals. Sort of writes itself if you think about it. Just don't forget us when you become a fancy big city reporter. Capital City isn't that far away. You're gonna have to come back from time to time to check in. See what sort of new trouble you got yourself into.
Sorry to disappoint. My adventure days are over.
We both know that's not true.
What makes you say that?
Call it a reporter's intuition.
Oh, why do I feel like that was a bad omen? Because we remember in our dreams we were seeing like an older version of ourselves that was like bad, sort of. I don't know.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him in his mom. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Wait. Oh shit.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tolliff.
It's you.
Sorry, his allergies have been killing me. I haven't been able to smell the whole thing all day. I almost sold Miss Hatch a gallon of spoiled milk this morning. Got anything to help clear out these darn sinuses? Whatever it takes, I just want to be able to smell again.
Okay, let's try that. Okay, wow.
I call this one a cod for the common cold. Oh my, that's spicy. And stinky. I'm sorry, I'll try again. No, don't you see what this means? I can smell again. Looks like your father isn't the only doctor in the family. Hey, Miss Hatch, what can I get you? Oh, I'm not terribly hungry. Something snack-sized, if you could.
Snack-sized.
We've got adorable with a little tiny one.
Oh, that was continuous smiley face.
I call it the novella. Lovely. I have a coupon here for a free burger. What'll it be? Well, I have a lot of mouths to feed. So give me the biggest burger you have. You must eat a lot, huh? You have no idea. Oh, and throw some lettuce on top.
Okay. I mean, I feel like that is the only character that hasn't really... Oh, aside from the crocodile lady, I suppose. She's just kind of been there. Lavish. And lettuce. Where was lettuce? Lettuce. Here's her quadruple pounder.
I call it the too much is never enough. That should keep him at bay. Thank you.
This just in.
Last chance diner overrun by gremlins.
I'm not a gremlin, I'm Luca.
Mr. Wilder adjusted his monocle jokingly.
I stand corrected. In that case, would you believe I have a craving for a burger? You've come to the right place.
Indeed. I'll have a nice juicy burger topped with onion.
Juicy. Top with onion. Onion's fucking disgusting, man. There you go.
I call it the Wilder. You know I love a good byline.
Many thanks.
What do you want, Nuncreed? If it isn't little Luca.
Hey, Uncle Nuncreed. How come you haven't been around the house lately?
Well, your dad and I had a little disagreement is all. How's he doing? Has he mentioned me?
Not really. He's been busy lately. Sometimes he doesn't come home from work before bedtime.
Is that so? Well, tell him I'm thinking of him.
He seems sad.
Nonsense.
What can I get you for lunch?
Matter of fact is, I don't have much of an appetite right now.
But, Uncle Nuncreed, you gotta eat.
I'll make you something special. That'll cheer you up.
How the fuck am I supposed to know what he wants?
Oh, there we go. I call it the cheers looking at you, kid. One burger with a side of good vibes. Oh, looky, you sweet boy.
Mr. Nuncreed reached down and patted Luca's shoulder with an enormous hand.
You got a lot of your daddy in you, don't you?
I guess so.
Run along. I'll do my best to clean my plate. Listen well, child. I'm only gonna say this once. I require a well-done burger. Got it? When I say well done, I mean it. Well done, no problem. I fear you aren't grasping my request. I want the burger charred beyond recognition. I want it bitter and black. One burnt burger coming up. And top it with the most expensive thing you have. Ah, that's what that is. It's caviar. Oh, not caviar. Is it caviar? Okay, burnt. You want caviar. May I present the row you're burnt. Oh, it's row. I can hardly believe it. You've done well. Mrs. Fratelli had caviar stashed back there. Oh, well, okay, so row is caviar. I'm stupid. The woman is full of surprises. Very, very good. This will suffice. Alrighty, looks like we got everything we need. Let's get to feeding these folks. Oh, I already fed everyone. You made all the food yourself? What on earth did you put on the burgers? I just used what was lying around. Oh dear, that can't be good. Thanks again, Luca. Best burger I ever ate. Surprisingly competent. Everyone seems happy. You really are a remarkable boy, ain't you? Yay, we did it! So I guess I missed a word. Crap.
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me? Would you be so kind to take my order? 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me? I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as the lunch rush
The lunch rush ends.
I'll be a feather on the wind.
You're going on vacation?
The first time in years. And I've got you and your mom to thank.
Why's that?
She didn't tell you yet? You two are gonna fill in the diner for me while I'm gone. Like old times. It's fine, I'll wait.
Luca looked up at the... Rollo nearly killed himself putting that up into the tree.
Aha, we got it.
While it didn't turn the radio into an interstellar communicator, as he'd hoped, it did at least boost the signal enough to overhear truckers one town over.
We can complete this.
Luca tied a small magnet to the line, fishing with the law of attraction.
What do we get? A key!
What do you think the lock is for the key? Now, why would we want to find that?
Because then we would know the secret.
Yeah, that's no fun.
The second we know what it unlocks, it becomes a boring old key.
Right now, this key could unlock anything. Ooh.
Well,
That's quite a haul. Feels like a good time to pack up.
oh, just a little bit longer.
Things lasted forever. It might not feel as special, huh?
I guess. I'll make you a deal, Buckaroo. You ever feel like you need to talk about anything at all, you just say, let's go fishing.
I don't know what you mean.
Like a secret password?
Yep. Top secret. Neat.
Aww. We got all the goodies.
Wow, back for seconds? It's not too much trouble. For the longest time, I didn't understand the appeal of ice cream. It serves no purpose, other than to be briefly enjoyed and then it's gone. But it's pretty tasty while it lasts. I'm inclined to agree. Hey Luca, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour?
Sure thing.
My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He said it builds character. I think he meant to say it builds calluses.
Builds character.
Yeah, it builds something, alright. Luca, can I interest you in a delicious apple?
He playfully waggled an apple.
No thanks, I'm just saying hello. Well, hello then. I'm telling your mom we need a new crate of jam. Already? Funny,
I used to hide this stuff in the back. Terrified that someone would find out our secret messages. Now everyone wants to get their hands on Eleanor Van Hort's famous spy jam.
for the, the last time. There we go. On the big tent's gone.
Luca, do you want a biscotti? On the house?
I don't really have time.
Sorry, you gotta see this. Finally did it. I pulled the perfect espresso. Oh, Lumi. If I didn't know better, I would think you're proud of something. As if no. It's too late. You're now officially a person that cares.
Why did I just turn more Australian? What? Like 14 hours of playing this game and I still haven't got the accents down.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
But did you know that when they covered up the source, they found a new species of fungus?
Yep, and they're studying it in the new labs. You know that Beacon Pines is now the smallest smallest town in the country?
Yep, close to the population before Perennial Harvest moved in.
It typically went on like this for quite some time.
Can't believe it's over.
Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf.
Town? I was talking about Hank Atomic. We just finished the last issue.
How was it?
Great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth. I just feel weird now.
We can be cool. Just means you're ready for something new.
Any suggestions?
You could ask Miss Hatch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it.
Huh. Maybe I'll do that.
What's up?
Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic?
Do you mind not telling anyone? I got a reputation to uphold.
Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh. To experience it again for the first time.
I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice.
At least now I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go?
Sure thing.
Hey, Mr. Duncreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. You wanna come with? Even after everything I did, you'd still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Walter my own time. You run along now. Dang, that's a lot of bunnies.
With Perennial Harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Oh, Jeff's wild ride.
Come on, come on. No one's too big, no one's too small. For Jeff's wild ride.
Well, maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy. The ride of your life. Who's next? Me, 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 me. Guess what? Yesterday I saw Dionysus Titius.
What? And that's good?
It's great. I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is gonna become a bug capital of the country.
Cool, cool. Doop-a-doo.
I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box.
You're officially moved in.
Just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion.
Sounds an awful like putting down roots.
I guess I decided this place is root worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for this foreseeable future.
I do have to warn you, most years aren't gonna be as interesting as this one.
I think I'll manage.
Ready?
Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise.
Mum's prepared this tree especially for you. You didn't have to do that.
It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. Should do okay in the cold of old Beacon Pines. And thrive as things warm up.
That's perfect. Can we go in here? Okay. I'm gonna quickly check out up here and to the left. Oh yeah, they've cleaned it up. That's good. Okay. Have I checked everything out that I need to? Please don't tell me that there's... Okay, thank God. I was really worried when I found that new word that there'd be another route that I missed. Okay, phew.
You got it. Well, that's a good looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot. This ride's on the house. You're gonna wanna hang on tight to that little tree.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
You make me cry, dude.
A good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot.
Yeah, thanks for everything.
Shucks, I only did what was super awesome. What any super awesome best buddy would have done. Should probably give you some alone time now. You good?
Yeah, am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling?
Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Always says the only thing better than a fiddle is a cello. And I feel like a dang cello.
Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you.
I know. You don't even need to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. Thanks. There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group. Missing?
Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh god.
I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. Found a perfect way to start our summer. got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're gonna forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. Hey, Dad. Dr. Merdwell says that over the next few years this place should warm up. So you won't have to be cold for so much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Shopper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. Oh. Oh. So that was Beacon Pines. To say I'm at a loss for words would be an understatement, but I'm gonna try my best to put my thoughts together and tie it up with a nice little bow. Now, first and foremost, the game was amazing, obviously. The story pacing is well done. There wasn't really any parts where it felt like it was being dragged out for the sake of it. You were kept on your toes for majority of the scenes, and there was always something catching you off guard each time a new piece of information would come to light. The devs really knew how to do this in a way that kept you emotionally invested. I know I was getting choked up during a few scenes, because you really become invested in the characters and the situations they were facing. I do have to comment on the fact that we ended the story right where we began, in a sense. We started on what we thought was our father's grave, and now we end laying where he really is, reflecting on everything that we've learned, and although we faced loss that can't be undone, we can see the importance of that loss and that we are ready to accept it.
In terms of mechanics, I have zero complaints. The branching system was done in a very clean, almost linear fashion. You have the control to return to particular parts in the story, but it doesn't feel as though you're backtracking and having to repeat things all over again, which can get really tiring in some multiple ending games. They presented information you learnt in previous routes like it was new to the characters without that feeling of boring repetition. Now, I won't ramble on, but yeah, very amazing game. I'll leave it at that, and if you watched the whole series, I really appreciate it, but I'd really like to know what you thought, and we can yap about it together. But okay, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.